Let's take a look at the weekly dashboard. This is the heart of the planner. There are 52 weekly dashboard layouts, and every 4 weeks there are blank grid pages so that you can have flexibility if you need to take notes, write stuff out, brain dump. The possibilities are endless with this planner. So the top page of the weekly dashboard, this is what you're looking at right now. This is your dashboard for the week. Breaking it down, we have the top part where you would typically write a date or whatever you wanted to. Your top 3 priorities for the week, groceries and shopping list, and then a 4x7 grid where you can plot out numerous things. We'll get into that in just a second. And then 4 sections for to-dos and lists that need to be made this week. So just an example of how I've used this planner in the last couple of months, I generally write the date on the top. And then over on this section here, I usually write either my word of the year, or if there's something I'm really focusing on during the week for this week, I'll note that there. Sometimes I write, rerail or focus on holidays or whatever it is. If there's a big focus that week, I put it over here on top of the weekly dashboard. Moving along, I always put my top 3 things, my top priorities. If everything else goes to shit, this is what is going to happen this week, come hell or high water. And then the 4x7 grid. So this grid is generally used to look at your whole week at once. The grid on the top is not labeled with the days. So you can start this on Sunday. If you're a Monday start person, you can do that. Hey, maybe you're a Wednesday start person. I don't know what the flow to your week is. Only you do. That's why we have structure, yet flexibility. And then there's 4 different columns where you can put some big things that you're looking at over the course of the week. In the past couple of weeks, I almost always put our dinners on the top. That's something I need to plan out every week. And then I put my workouts, and I walk every day and do a little bit of strength or stretching. So I plot that out. Recently, I had to do Thanksgiving prep, and it was really helpful for me to be able to put it day by day, what needed to happen. And in the past, I've also used this to just have a week at a glance view of my kids' sports schedule. So I can just look at here and see, okay, this is where they are. This is what's happening today, just at a glance. On the bottom, this is your categories for this week. What are the things that you are just checking off the list? I always, on the right over here, use this for next week and future stuff, because throughout the week, I'll think of things that need to happen. This is where I jot them down. These 3 always change for me, but a lot of times I have house projects that need to get done, work priorities, and recently I had holiday to-dos, things I just needed to get done for the holidays. Again, there is structure here, but it is totally flexible to you and your life. You might use this section to figure out a project that you're working on, like a bedroom declutter. So you might get a little bit more granular. And this is a big project this week. I need to break it down into a list. Here you go. Now, you could also put that bedroom declutter up on the top part. Maybe you just want to do 20 minutes a day, and every day you're just shading in these blocks when it's done, or using checks to denote that you got it done. Or, hey, this is your life, your planner. Maybe you start shading in and then move to a check system. Again, make it work for you. You could also use this top grid to plan out all of your meals. It could be strictly a meal planner. It could also be tracking some medical stuff. Like if you're intermittent fasting, you could use it for that. You could use it to see the school pickup situation this week. Who's picking up the kids? What's happening after school? Week at a glance right here. Anything that is a category in your head that needs a space can go up on this grid. Appointments, maybe you're a caretaker, you have to track appointments or just want to see what's happening, put it here. Steps, maybe at the end of the day, you're filling in your steps here. Little notes, do better tomorrow, great job. Calories, maybe you're tracking your calories. Maybe you just want to use this for gratitude. One thing every week that I'm grateful for. This is your dashboard for your week. Make it work for you. It's flexible, but there is structure, and it is just such an incredible tool.